you the enemy. I know you waiting, I know you wanna get rid of me. I know you patient, I know cause you the epitome. Time, pity me. Time, you the enemy. I know you waiting, I know you.
What's up, guys? It's DDJ, aka Devontae here, and we're here to talk about a interesting topic here, as this isn't something I normally do, and I was kind of debating if I wanted this to be one topic or should I spread into like a few topics, but I think if there's enough time, I'm probably gonna spread into like one or two more topics. But before I get into what I'm doing, you're probably seeing this a day later because I made this Monday and today's Tuesday, which is my birthday actually, and I turned 17, which is pretty interesting now. 1 year away from 18, 12th grader now. It's pretty insane. Senior, you're doing big things, which is kind of crazy. But what you're watching here is just some gameplay on this new map that I've been trying to get a V2 on, but I couldn't really get a V2 on this map because I've choked like 1 off to sniper pre-aiming, and then I choked like 4 off to a shotgun, 5, 6, all that kind of stuff. But you know, I guess it's okay, so you know, I'm not gonna make it too big of a deal. But yeah, this is my first thoughtful talk I've ever done, and I've got this well, I came up with this idea from watching my friend Hero. He used to do these back in the past, and I'm not sure if he still continues these or if he's planning to continue these, but I decided to take it on and you know, do some of my own because I got some interesting topics to talk about, and I mean, I don't know, why not just talk about them and, you know, maybe get some people's opinion on it, you know, probably change your whole perspective on something. I don't know, I'm not too sure how it's gonna go, but you know, it would be something nice to talk about though, since it's pretty interesting. But we're gonna talk about time. Yes, time is a very interesting thing to talk about. As you heard, I hope you enjoyed the little intro song I put in there. It was Spazzy D. It's a song called Time, and I thought it would fit the subject pretty perfectly, so I was like, you know, why not add it into this little thoughtful talk here. So yeah, time is so interesting. Time is, it's precious. We cannot waste it. I mean, a lot of us waste our time doing things that we know that will waste our time, or we either waste our time thinking it will get us somewhere, but in the end of the day, it just doesn't get us to where we want, and then we get kind of disappointed because we wasted all this precious time that can't be made up. And it's just, we gotta make sure every second is just not wasted and used to its best ability, because I mean, I'm not trying to sound dark or anything, but you know, we live for a long time, and some of us don't, some of us do, but just to waste time is something that just can't be had, because it's just, we need all the time we need to do all the great things that we're going to do out there in the world. And I know there's people out there who use their time to do bad things, which hopefully they learn from the errors of their ways, or just suffer the consequence of their actions. But you know, it's their choice. They took that road, they knew how it was going to go, and they continued down that decision, which is pretty interesting. So it's just crazy that, I don't know, when you think about it, time is like a key factor to everything. I mean, just think about it. Time controls the day. As you can see, as time goes on, the day moves on. It becomes morning, the sun comes up, the sun goes down in the afternoon, it goes to nighttime, and the same cycle over again. And it's just pretty interesting because it's like time is just, it's like this thing. Time is of the essence. It's something that's interesting. I mean, when you think about time, you're probably just like, oh, whenever, it's just, oh, look at that, what time is it? Oh, it's 6:30. Oh yeah, it's time for me to go do this. Like time right there, like that, like time, like look, it's, we do stuff at certain times, we do things at, like, well, I just said it, we do stuff at like certain times, and it's like, Okay, wow, that's something. Like, we have stuff planned for certain times. There's stuff that happens at certain times. There's major events that happen at certain times. It's just time, man. It's crazy. Time, it's like it controls the majority of almost to everything we pretty much do. And it's just like, whoa. It's just like time, man. Like, as time goes on, I'll get older. Like, what? That's pretty crazy. Like, what? Time goes on, I get pretty older. As you can see, time went on, and now I'm 17. Like, what? That's pretty crazy, man. I mean, crazy. But then again, what if you could reverse time? What if you can go back? Which a lot of us will think that, honestly, and I do think that too, to be honest. There's times when I want to go back in time to change events, not like historically, that will ruin the future of how it is now and probably create something maybe worse, maybe better, but it would be something I want to just go back and change. I mean, I'm not trying to get personal in this, but I might have to get a little personal in this because I just want to make this point and, you know, stretch it out, but like get the point across of what I'm trying to say. But I mean, okay, I'm just gonna use myself for an example here. I mean, I really shouldn't, because I really shouldn't be focusing this on like a personal thing, but I mean, it is a thoughtful talk, and it's kind of supposed to be directed on me, on my thoughts and stuff. So it's like, why not make it a little about me on the personal side? So I mean, I would go back in time, as in reverse time, get younger. Well, not necessarily get younger, because I'll still be 16. It's like, well, I wouldn't be 17. I mean, I wouldn't be 17 because today's June 5th. Dumb. I'm stupid. I'm sorry, but I would go back in time to like change like certain actions I've done to make them better. But then again, what if in the future, me right now wouldn't be who I am? I would be a completely different person. Time changes things, man, and it's just honestly crazy. It really is, man. It's just not many people think of time as like this big thing, when it's like they just think of it as just, I don't know, I would say placeholder, but it's not really a placeholder, because like, what, there's nothing really there. It's holding, but it's interesting, man. It really is interesting. It's actually fascinating. So about the example part, I'm gonna get a little more in depth into this, and I'm not sure who's watching this or anything, but the person I'm probably gonna bring up, they probably already know about this, and it's gonna be pretty interesting. But I mean, I would go back in time because there's like certain actions I would want to change that I've done that are bad, or just ruin an opportunity I had. And as you can see, like, time is of the essence. Like I said before, we gotta take every opportunity we can get that's good or helpful to us. Not any of those bad opportunities, but the good ones that actually benefit you, other people, and all that kind of stuff. But I won't go back in time to change certain actions that I've done in the past that are bad, or just ruin something completely. Like, this is where I kind of get into like a little personal myself. I would go back in time to keep my friendship with someone strong and connected, because when she left for like 2 weeks off of social media, that's when we really stopped kind of talking and playing together. And then when I left, even longer than that, for like 3 weeks or so, that's like a whole month right there, we didn't really talk. And now I'm back, and it's like our friendship is like kind of broken right now, and it gets to be like we're trying to, well, I'm trying to rebuild it. I'm not sure if she is, but I'm trying to rebuild that lost connection that we had that was strong in the past, which is why I would go back in time to fix that and say I would never have left for that long of a break and just stayed here, and maybe we would have still had that long connection, that strong connection that we had back in the past, where we would pretty much like talk like pretty much every day, play and all that stuff, and call each other and all that. But it's just not the same like that anymore, because it's just the opportunities that came up at that point and all the stuff that happened, and it's crazy, man. And honestly, I really would change that. I really would. I would love to have that strong connection with that person again, and just be able to talk to them every day whenever I can, or whenever they have the free time and all that stuff. But since I took those chances, that strong connection is gone. But it can be rebuilt. It's only a matter of time, but time will only tell. As you can see, I'm kind of throwing some, I wouldn't say wordplay into here. I would just say, I don't know, like some funny stuff. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying not to make this sound too dark, but at the same time, relaxing and comfortable and not like, I don't know, crazy or anything. Sound like I'm a bad person or something like that. But it's crazy, man. It really is. Just time is just this big thing that we don't really focus on much. I mean, some people focus it on, like adults, because, you know, they got to manage their time because, you know, they're busy people and they have a lot of things to do. Like, they get up, they got to work, they got to cook for their family, they got to support their family, they got to do all that stuff. And the same thing with athletes, YouTubers, workers, people in the military, most especially, definitely them, and all that stuff. Like, they manage their time like really well, because they don't have time to really mess around. I mean, they do sometimes when they have the chance, but majority of the time, no. They're just very busy people that are always working, like almost pretty much 24/7 at their job, you know, because they can't fail and they have to do their best. So they manage their time well. They create these schedules to stay on track so they won't get caught up behind and end up doing something that's going to take more time than it should have, when they could have did it correctly the first time to do it. And it's just interesting, to be honest. It really is. And it's just like, damn, man. And knowing me, I mean, I'm one to manage my time, but I mean, there's times when I really do waste my time. Like, I mean, this is gonna sound really stupid if I say it, but it's kind of gonna also get the point across of what I'm trying to say of wasting your time. Like, I don't know. So, I mean, yeah, this is gonna sound really stupid, but I mean, I got to. It's the only example I really got here to say, and I feel like I'm kind of taking shots at myself at this point in this thoughtful talk, which, I mean, it's okay though. I really don't mind it. I make fun of myself all the time, so, you know, this ain't nothing new to me at all. But you know, I believe it was back in like April or something. I was planning on doing like a stream just to unlock this camo for my gun. It was a gold cheetah on World War II, and it took me 7 hours to do that, surprisingly. Even with double weapon XP, it took me 7 hours to do that. And when I got the camo on my gun, it didn't look like the picture. And I mean, I guess you could just say the picture was misleading, or clickbait, as some people would say nowadays. And it wasn't what I thought it was. And I spent 7 hours getting that camo just to see that it wasn't worth it at all, and it was just a waste of time. I wasted 7 hours. I can't get back from doing that because it was so stupid. Man, I could have simply just, I don't know, looked up gameplay on it simply, to be honest, and saved 7 hours. But, you know, I wasted 7 hours, and those 7 hours were never got back, and it was a tragedy. And I don't know, I was kind of ashamed that, you know, I wasted my 7 hours on that, and everybody was just sitting there laughing at me that I kind of turned the stream into a 12-hour stream just to make it seem like I was just trying to, I don't know, waste time to get to the 12 hours or something like that. But I don't know, it's really stupid. It's really stupid. Like I said, I told you it was going to sound stupid, but it was the only example I really got. Like, stuff like that, man. Just like, don't waste your time on something that's just completely stupid and pointless, man. Just what I did was pointless and it was stupid. Like, don't be me and do dumb stuff like that. Like, it's not going to get you anywhere. It really isn't. It's only just going to just waste your time, and it's not beneficial at all. It really isn't, when you could be doing far much better things than than that. And I'm not saying, oh, if you're playing video games, you're wasting your time, because what are you gaining from it? I mean, there are helpful games out there that do help, like, people learn and stuff. It's like, you can't really say video games are a waste of time. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say doing dumb stuff like me, like that camo, it wasn't worth it. That was a waste of time. That was a waste of 7 hours that I probably can't get that. Like, when you waste time, like, I mean, I guess you could say you kind of can get your time back, but I mean, how are you going to do that? You can't go back in time and say, hey, you can't tell your past self, oh, don't do this, man, it's a waste of time, you wasted 7 hours doing this, man, it wasn't worth it. Like, your reaction is just gonna be terrible, man. Trust me, you don't want to do this. You can't do that. You just have to deal with it and just be like, okay, I wasted my time doing this and I regret it, and now I just have to deal with it and manage my time better in the future. And it kind of sucks, man, it really does, but at the same time, if we can go in the past and just change our mistakes, I mean, we can end up with these alternate realities of us that wouldn't be the same as now, which would be pretty interesting, but we wouldn't know if it'll be good or bad. Just because we make a good decision in the past from changing it that was bad doesn't make your future good. It still mean you could still turn out bad, or even worse than now, or maybe good. It's just, I don't know, it's like, it's rolling a dice, man. It really is. Like, you just never know the outcomes. I mean, you do know the outcomes, but the chances of what you're expecting the outcome to be is not what you're gonna want. It's not what you're gonna want at all. It just isn't. It's just not possible. And it's crazy, man. It really is. It just really is. Like, I mean, we have so much time, but we don't want to waste none of that time, because if we do, it's just not going to be good for us, and it's going to be crazy, man. Just for everyone out there, man, I hope, just try not to waste your time doing stuff that's pointless and all that stuff, man. Make sure you manage your time well, and you do what's beneficial to you and everyone without hurting yourself or anything. And I know I kind of attacked myself on this a bit, but it's okay though. I'm always down to attack myself in videos because I do it a lot, but I feel like this was the only way I could get the point across, because I really couldn't think of any examples. I mean, I could just make up some, but nah, I want to keep it real. When I make these thoughtful talks, I want it to be real as possible. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say I want it to be honest, and that's kind of why I use myself in these thoughtful talks, because it's supposed to be honest and 100%. I'm keeping it real with y'all, and I'm just being factual. So I'm gonna throw myself out there as many times as possible to get the point across, so people will understand like where I'm coming from and the perspective, like get a perspective of what I'm trying to say, and like envision it and be like, okay, all right, so this is what he's trying to say, and I understand that now. So now I know, and what I'm doing wrong, I know I could change that because of what he did, and what I'm doing is the same, so I can change that, so in the future I won't be like that. And it's interesting how I kind of went at this. I mean, I could have went at this in so many different ways, but I don't know, it's just when I use myself as like an example, I mean, I feel like that's the best way to get myself across, which, I mean, it's probably not the best idea, but it's whatever, man. But I don't know. Time is of the essence, man. We can't waste it. It's a key factor to pretty much almost everything, which is honestly crazy, man. Not many people think of time like that. Or I'm not even sure if everybody's ever like looked at time and like thought of like think of time, like think about it, man. Like if you ever like took time to think about time, which sounds really stupid when I say it out loud, but it's crazy, man. It really is. It really is. But it's honestly crazy. It really is. And that's pretty much it what I want to really talk about. And yeah, just sum it up real quick. and a few words that I wrote in my patch notes. I mean, not my patch notes. I mean my notes. Time is of the essence, man. We can't waste any second. Time is precious. We gotta control it, man. I mean, not control it. We gotta manage it to our best ability and make sure we're using it to our utmost possible of usage. Time controls the majority of things, which sounds so crazy. Like it controls the time of day, and you know the things we do. It's crazy, man. Time is precious, like I said before. It's a key factor. Yeah, all that stuff. But you get what I'm saying. And yeah, that's time right there. And I'm honestly sorry if I explained this very poorly, but I mean, I tried to do my best as I could to do this. I mean, this is my first time doing a thoughtful talk, and I mean, I'm not gonna lie with y'all. Like I said, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. These aren't easy unless you kind of really know your facts and kind of have some like topic or like point written down, which is what I did. I mean, I wrote down like a few points I want to cover, and you know, hopefully try to get my point across on each of those types of subjects, which I probably missed some of those subjects in there because, you know, I kind of got a little nervous making this and talking about it, and you know, as usual, I always forget like certain topics, but then I remember when I'm editing and stuff, and it's like it's too late to really like go back and say something, else I'll have to redo the whole commentary over just to add in that like one or two subject that I missed in there that I could have easily covered within the matter of like 5 minutes in the video. And it's just like, damn, man. And it's like, okay, now I gotta make a part 2, and it's just a tragedy. But yeah, that's time for you, man. That is. And I mean, if you guys want to, you know, write your opinion on this or anything in the comment section, I'm always down to read it, I guess. I mean, you don't have to, it's your choice, but you know, I just wanted to put it out there. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and hope you all have a good one. And I know I'll be having a good one too, because I'm getting, well, I don't know, I'm just gonna be chilling, even though it's my birthday. I probably should be doing something special, but I think I'm just gonna be chilling and just doing me as usual every day. And anyways, it's been DDJ aka Devontae, and I'll see you all in the next one. Hope you all take care. Have a good one. I'm out.